Get ready with me while I tell you a bit about my life growing up and how I got in this industry. Also, I just got off the phone with Girthmaster and Hawk Hates You. They are together in literally Europe somewhere. Like, my heart was racing because I have literally been following her for years. She was telling me how much she loved me and my work and that she wants to collab, which is like so exciting to me. I was like, baby, I'm booking the next flight out. She is a literal dream girl. Can you imagine a me, her, and Girth collab? My heart would stop working. Anyway, back to life growing up. I'm a highly sensitive person. Cancers usually are. When it comes to other people's pain, I feel it. Which is like a blessing and a curse at the same time because, you know, I'm loving and caring, but also if I hear of like an animal or a child like going through pain, I can't handle it. I will literally think about it for days and just feel so sad and so much pain for them. I grew up in a small town in New Zealand and my early childhood was like pretty normal. New Zealand's a very chill place to grow up in. Like everyone's super laid back, down to earth. But my family never had a big understanding of like mental health and I definitely struggle with that. I always struggled with my identity growing up. Like I never knew what I wanted to be. I always felt sort of lost and never had strong mentors around me. Now I know I have ADHD, which looking back, like a lot of issues were because of that. And like ADHD wasn't really well known back then in New Zealand. It was kind of just like, you're the problem, you know? Early teens, like 13, 14, things start to get a little rocky. Dated a guy who was much older than me. My parents, of course, tried to warn me, but my personality type, like if I have something that I want to do, I will do it and like no one's stopping me. So yeah, I experienced some pretty heavy trauma from him and his friends, like as you could imagine, which developed into an ED. If you saw photos of me, you would not recognize me. I was severely underweight. I had yellow eyes because I was so malnourished. I developed this like fur on my face because my body was trying to protect me from being so thin. Lasted for a few years until I ended up having heart failure and going into hospital where they basically had to put me under the Mental Health Act. I literally had to learn to walk again. It was pretty bad. And I was still trying to secretly exercise in hospital. Like, it was just so sad. Literally takes over your whole life. You lose friendships, family, like I would not wish it upon anyone. Anyway, I stayed in hospital until I gained enough weight to like get sent into a eating disorder clinic. There's like 1 or 2 in the whole of New Zealand and this one was in Wellington. I stayed there for like 6 months to a year. I cannot remember. My memory is so bad. The clinic was amazing. Like I met so many beautiful girls there, but at the same time, like putting a bunch of girls with eating disorders together is very toxic. Like I learned some bad habits through that. But yeah, after I got out, like obviously, you know, I had gained weight and like everyone thinks that, oh, now that you've gained weight, like you're better now. But like mentally, I was still the same, if not worse. I then moved to Australia when I was like 19 or 20. And I feel like that's when life, you know, really started for me. I can't pinpoint when I was actually like recovered from it because it was just such a slow process, but I would say I'm 100% fully recovered now. I've had my best years here in Australia and like honestly the best thing for me was just moving away from my hometown, meeting new people and just seeing a new way of life. It's sad that I've blocked out a lot of my childhood memories. But at the same time, I like wouldn't be the empathetic person that I am today and I wouldn't trade that. Adversity builds character, you know? Now I have lots of goals. I make enough money so that my family is set up. I love my family and my goals now are just, you know, making sure they're set up and everyone is safe and happy. I'm gonna have to do a part 2 on how I got in the industry.